Today in this video, I will be detailing the rise and the fall of the once very popular restaurant located in Houston, Texas 3rd Ward, the Turkey Leg Hut. But before I do that, like I said before each and every video, you could have been anywhere you wanted to be out here in these YouTube streets, but you're here with me, and I greatly appreciate it. There was a time when the Turkey Leg Hut wasn't just a restaurant. It was Houston. It was culture. It was status. If you came by the city and didn't stop by the 3rd Ward, did you even really visit? For years, the line stretched down the block. People waited for hours. Celebrities posted it. Tourists flew in for it. Social media turned one stuffed turkey leg into an empire. This wasn't just food. This was branding. Huge turkey legs, stuffed with mac and cheese, crawfish Alfredo, shrimp, dirty rice, every plate made to go viral. And for a while, it worked. By the early 2020s, Turkey Leg Hut had become one of the most famous Black-owned restaurants in America. Millions in revenue, national attention. A true success story was born out of Houston. But behind the smoke, the seasoning, and the social media hype, the foundation was already starting to crack. Every empire has a breaking point, and for the Turkey Leg Hut, the cracks started showing publicly. Lawsuits began piling up. Creditors started knocking. Suppliers claimed that they weren't even being paid. Court filings later showed that the business was drowning in debt, with claims eventually reaching into the millions. What looked like a success story on Instagram was turning into chaos behind the scenes. The owners were going through very public personal and business disputes. There was divorce drama, ownership issues, internal accusations, the kind of turmoil that can destroy a business from the inside out. And then came the first major public blow: bankruptcy. In March of 2024, the company filed for Chapter 11. That means the business was trying to stay afloat. But things got worse. The court later converted into a Chapter 7 liquidation. And that changes everything. Chapter 7 means the business isn't just struggling. It means the court believes it may need to be shut down and its assets sold off.
An investor. In 2018, he and wife Raquel met Nakia and Lindell Price at the Price's popular 3rd Ward restaurant. Turkey Leg Hut seemed the epitome of success.
We go to their home. We spend time, our kids interacted with each other.
Then last December, as the Prices were in the throes of a contentious divorce, the Fortunes say they loaned Nakia, as the restaurant's owner, $100,000. 2 months later, Raquel says Nakia phoned.
She was hysterical because the comptrollers were physically there to seize assets, and so she needed financial assistance immediately.
The Fortunes then say they put in $180,000 for 15% ownership of the Turkey Leg Hut. The next month, the Fortunes tell us Nakia couldn't pay bills.
So she asked if I would use my personal card to purchase food for the business.
The Fortunes say they spent thousands paying for food supplies and services. Then, on March 26th, Turkey Leg Hut filed for bankruptcy, declaring less than $50,000 in assets.
By then, we're, $300,000 in. Bankruptcy was filed a month after we had given that money. We come to find out there's millions in debt now.
Over the past several weeks, I went to the Turkey Leg Hut, contacted employees, attorneys, and Nakia Holmes requesting an interview, which she declined.
Then came the moment that truly changed public perception forever. The health department shut it down. Not 1 or 2 violations, not 5, 34 health code violations. Some reports listed 35. Inspectors reportedly found unsafe food storage, broken freezer systems, food being kept in non-approved buildings, conditions serious enough to pose what officials describe as a threat to public health. For a restaurant built on trust, hype, and reputation, that was devastating. The same place, once known for lines around the block, now had headlines about unsafe food. The fall was happening in real time, and the internet watched every single second of it. People who once praised it started clowning it. The comments turned brutal. The memes, the jokes, think pieces. The brand image was collapsing.
8 o'clock in the morning, turn your phone in as soon as you hit that door. I'm not gonna tell y'all. As soon as you hit that door, turn your phone in. Why? Because you're on my clock here. I'm telling y'all from this point on, it ain't by catching y'all at home. If I catch you after 9 with your phone, you're fired. And take it for what it is. And I'm gonna take what come with it. And I'm telling you what it is. So I'm telling you, from the moment on, if you get that tap from one of the managers, I'm not gonna play with you.
But the final blow came weeks later. The landlord terminated the lease. That meant Turkey Leg Hut was officially forced out of its original iconic location. The place that built the legend was now gone. No more crowds, no more lines, no more celebrity pull-ups. Just a building tied up in court. For many people in Houston, that was the official end of an era. And if that wasn't enough, the drama continued even after the restaurant's collapse. Former ownership was linked to even more legal controversy. There was federal charges, allegations tied to arson, more headlines, more courtroom drama. By this point, Turkey Leg Hut had gone from a cultural success story to what felt like a reality show gone wrong.
Federal prosecutors say the turkeys have come home to roost. They say for years, Lynn Price has tried to keep his hands clean of crimes, paying off others to do the dirty work. This morning, an FBI agent testified that Price paid $1,400 to have his ex-business partner's bar 5015 blown up nearly 5 years ago. You've likely seen the surveillance video by now showing masked men pouring gas all over the patio before the fire in June of 2020 that then caused an explosion and destroyed that building. Lynn Price is the accused mastermind behind it that paid others to carry it out. The why, according to federal investigators, because the bar owner allegedly told the FBI agents he initially planned to bring Lynn Price into that business, but then decided not to. When Bar 5015 started selling crawfish from the Turkey Leg Hut supplier, the 5015 owner told investigators that Lynn Price called. He was screaming, he was hollering, and this whole plan came to light after a co-defendant, John Lee Price, who is not related, got arrested on federal drug trafficking charges in Mississippi. Lee Price allegedly confessed to starting that fire and told federal agents about others' roles in that scheme. And then investigators found phone records that showed him talking with Lynn Price around the explosion. Lee Price allegedly told investigators about other criminal activity at the once popular restaurant. He would bring truckloads of hydro marijuana from California, he told them, which then got sold at the restaurant in custom brand.
Which started as one of the biggest black-owned restaurant success stories in America, ended in debt, health violations, bankruptcy, and scandal. The rise was loud. Oh, it was loud. But the downfall was even louder. This is the story of how the turkey leg hut went from Houston royalty to one of the most public restaurant collapses in recent memory. This was the story of the downfall of the turkey leg hut.